everyone, my name is Jerry. I'm a singer-songwriter and busker, and I wrote this song about Myki after doing some random interviews on the streets of Melbourne. It highlights some of the opinions that people have expressed to me about Myki, and I hope you like the song. So just relax and have a listen. Thank you. Myki can't, does whatever Myki can, but if you forget to touch it on, you might get fined while I sing this song. Touch it on, touch it off, you'll get charged if you don't, for a trip you didn't make, but don't worry, it's cheaper than a man heartache. In the chill of the night, at a lonely railroad line, you'll queue up under a station light, will the train arrive just in time? Myki car, friendly neighborhood, Myki car. Children get a tropical fish, parents get a cheaper fare they wish, taxpayers get a 1.35 bill, Camco sits on Windfall Hill. Is it strange? Listen, but it's got plastic electronic blood, millions of tickets just got pulled, data sharing, no privacy, I go. In the chill of the night, at a lonely railroad line, you'll queue up under a station light, where the ghost of Myki shines so bright. Myki car, friendly neighborhood, Myki car. Life is a big bang up, wherever there's a hang up, you'll find the Myki, you'll find the Myki, you'll find the Myki, you'll find the Myki car.
Are you happy with that?
Yes. What do random people experience when they use Myki? And what do they think about it? Let's take a look.
Because I only travel in Zone 1. I don't like getting charged for Zone 2 if I forget to touch off.
Oh, right.
So it ends up being more expensive than using the Met card.
Okay, so you think that actually happens?
Yeah, it happens to me quite a lot.
Okay, right.
Sometimes when I'm on the bus, like it's too busy and there are too many people and I can't touch off, and that's really annoying.
Okay, and have you heard this happen to other people as well?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the first time I bought one, when you go to buy it, there's no buy it option. You have to top it up to start with. So I didn't know how the hell to use it to start with. And I think when you top up online, you have to wait 48 hours or 24 hours for it to activate, which is useless if you're travelling the next day and you get caught short. So that's pretty annoying.
I know my older daughter tops up her Myki card on a monthly basis, and the fact that it took 3 days for her credits to be onto the card, so she gets onto public transport, she's topped it up on the computer, and it doesn't appear for quite a few days, so she gets on thinking she's got credits to find that there are no credits on her card, and then she had to pay again. I think with modern technology, the system, it should top up within an hour or two. It shouldn't take days to top up.
Yeah, so you'd like it to top up within a reasonable time?
Of course. The fact that it took 3 days to top up is ridiculous.
Yeah, a couple of days ago I had a problem. I recharged it with $112, but because I had $2 negative in it, I couldn't use it. And they were about to fine me for, I think, $200 for that. A couple of days ago I recharged it with $112, and because the account was $2 negative, they called it invalid journey, and they were about to fine me $200 for that.
I don't see why it has to be so difficult. It is the most complicated ticketing system I have ever come across.
Well, I think it's okay now, but when it was first introduced, it was absolutely rubbish.
Why do you say that?
Well, I was constantly stuck behind a queue of people trying to touch on or trying to touch off. I had a Met card, mine worked fine, but I was still stuck in a queue.
Okay, so it looks like everyone interviewed has got some bad experiences to talk about. Forget to touch off and you may pay more. Online top-up sucks. You get to wait for 3 frickin' days. On top of that, you may get fined for a late online top-up that is caused by a delay in the Myki system, but somehow becomes a commuter's fault. And it's just too complicated. It seems that people don't have a satisfactory experience in general. What else is there to say? I know what they'd like to say about the Myki system. Money. What does it mean? You can buy coffee, you can buy cake, you could even buy a Myki card. But what do people think about the Myki card? What would you say if I told you that the Myki system has cost taxpayers $1.35 billion or more as of May 2012?
It wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Well, I'm not really surprised, but I don't know how much it should have cost, so I can't, I don't really know.
It's unbelievable how much this system has cost. I just find it incredible. And it's actually laughable, except it's huge money. It is just unbelievable.
I think it's a bit excessive, the whole system. I think that money could have gone into repairing the machines that were already in place. They were working fine. Like, nobody was complaining about buying a ticket, I mean, I know it's slightly cheaper, but that kind of money you can put a person on every station rather than putting a new Myki system and getting a man with a semi-automatic pistol on every station, It's like money management is seriously screwed up.
Oh, that's a lot of money. It's exhausting. Too much money is costing the taxpayers. Is it worth it, I wonder?
Yeah. Would you like to say anything else about the Myki system?
No, not really, except that I think that there's a risk with smart cards and Big Brother sort of monitoring individuals. I think that needs to be explored a bit more in depth.
Okay, so there is an issue with possible breach of privacy through data sharing with other parties. What do random people really think about this? Let's have a look.
I don't tend to worry about such things. I think there's breaches of privacy all over the place. I think I'm not that concerned about it.
Breach of privacy, I reckon that's just, I reckon that's fair play, actually. Yeah, I think it's probably good for safety, that kind of thing. So, and it depends what information they're using. If it's just general information, I haven't got a problem with it.
I think that's horrible if that happens. Yeah, if that's happening, no, that's terrible.
Personally, I have no concerns about it because I know that some governments around the world are already monitoring the commuters, I guess, transport usage and where they're going. So, but personally, I don't really have a problem. I can see why it would be an issue for other people, though. Yeah.
So, you don't want your privacy breached? Too bad. Big Brother is always watching you. At least we have some good opinion and some bad opinion. What do random people think about this system that cost more than $1 billion? Let's take a look and find out.
I think the way it was implemented was really poor. The infrastructure was not up to scratch when they first released it.
I do have frustrations when it comes to the barriers itself. I think they take too long to detect that I have money on my card and that it should open up.
I think that the system seems to be working now for someone who uses it regularly, but the biggest problem is that it took too long, it cost too much, and it's no good for tourists. Yeah.
If I didn't have to tap off, I would like using Myki, but and I like being able to top up online, but it just takes too long when you pay online to reload your card. Like I've used similar systems overseas that work really smoothly, like in Hong Kong, but here it seems more hassle to use Myki than using the Met card.
Oh, well, that's not good for international travel, I don't reckon. Like, if you're an international traveller and you come over here, you don't want to have to go and buy a Myki card and spend a minimum of a week and all that a lot, especially if you don't speak the language. It's complicated, so that's a crock, I reckon.
Wow, bad implementation, barrier slows you down, took too long, cost too much, and no good for tourists. Sounds questionable. But look on the brighter side. It's made in Australia, not China. And now we just have to get out with the old and in with the new. So what do random people think about out with the old and in with the new? We went to investigate about the getting rid of the MET card system. Let's take a look at this.
I'd rather use Myki. Mainly because of the fact that it's easy to use.
But for me, it's just like Met card's so much better. That's all I can really say.
I thought Met card was better. Yep, I liked it better. It was easier to use, I think.
Well, I have no opinion because we're seniors, but I would have liked to have used the original, the old system. New system is a bit complicating for me. Thank you.
I think they should still keep the cards though, because obviously people that are out of town